It's finally land ho for a West Michigan man looking to be the first to swim across Lake Michigan. We'll take you to the finish line of a record-breaking swim.
Working for you in Grand Rapids and along the lakeshore. This is WZZM 13 News.
Lakes are a little rubbery, but everything just kind of seems like a dream right now.
He took up swimming just 3 years ago.
And today, a West Michigan man accomplished something no other person has been able to do. Good evening, I'm Juliette Dragus.
And I'm Tracy Forner. It took 41 hours, but Jim Dreyer successfully swam the width of Lake Michigan. The captain of the boat alongside him estimates that with the currents, it was about a 60-mile trip. Dryer's left Two Rivers, Wisconsin around 8 o'clock Saturday evening, coming ashore near Ludington around 1 o'clock this afternoon. Hillary Benson joins us live from Ludington with the story. Hillary?
Tracy, it was an amazing thing early this afternoon when Jim Dreyer came real close to shore and he could see the crowds. He raised his hands in the air and everyone just went ecstatic. There was a scare, a mini dump truck that had come to take him away. He slid off that, but the good news is that he is okay. And Dreyer says it's an amazing feeling to conquer this inland ocean that we call Lake Michigan. With the sun rising across Lake Michigan, the scene is poetic. One man conquering a great lake. Jim Dryer's been swimming for 34 hours at this point with a leaking right goggle and against a current that wants to push him back to Wisconsin.
Swim, Jim, swim!
On the shores of the big lake, more than 100 people root him on, a feat he took on for big brothers, big sisters.
I think this is above and beyond what is thought of as being humanly capable or even what a person could imagine.
The International Swimming Hall of Fame in Fort Lauderdale says Jim can't stop once he touches bottom. He's got to swim or even crawl all the way to shore. As the guide boats pull within sight, adrenaline starts pumping through the noisy crowd.
Oh, this made it all worthwhile.
For Bernice Dreyer, this is a victory for her son and for her.
He must be bursting with pride. Because I know I am.
He raises his weak arms and stands on weak legs, reaching the shoreline to write thanks in the sand to the dad who helped him along.
My father passed away in '93, but I felt like he was out there every step of the way with me.
Oh, I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you.
This hero is surrounded by fans, very curious about his unusual voyage.
It's good to be home. It's great to be home. And it's, I don't know, just the tremendous thrill of conquering this inland ocean we call Lake Michigan and doing it for the finest charitable organization in the world. That's Big Brothers, Big Sisters. Yeah! I know what it feels like to want to quit, but I haven't experienced what it's like to give into that feeling yet. I didn't want this to be the first time.
And then the man who did this for charity rides off in much-deserved glory. Because no one actually helped Dreyer to shore, he should be in good shape for that record. He said that when he got a couple miles out, the water did get much, much cooler than it had been out further in the lake, which may be surprising, actually. But he said there was no way he was going to give up when he was so close. And obviously, he's got a great, amazing, amazing amount of stamina and mental strength, Tracy. Reporting live in Ludington State Park, Hillary Benson, WZZM 13 News.
Now, Hillary, he didn't happen to mention when he might, say, go swimming again, did he?
It was something, actually, that his friends had joked about. They said they might throw a pool party for him, if you can imagine that. He did tell me that he's going to take tomorrow off. He's got real sore shoulders right now. After that, it could be the next day, though. It's just a question of waiting to see how long it takes to recover.
A much-deserved rest. All right, Hillary Benson live in Ludington. Thank you very much for that report.
Thank you, Hillary. And you could see from the video that Jim's eye was a little swollen. That was from getting the water in his goggle. But other than that, he's in pretty good shape.
Incredible. Yeah, I would say I wouldn't even be able to talk.
I know.
Couldn't make it, number one, but I can't imagine doing that.
It is really
Incredible.
something.
From Wood TV8, Suzanne Jihad, Tom Van Howe, meteorologist Craig James, and Jack Doles with sports. This is 24-Hour News 8.
He is exhausted.
exhausted, but elated. Hear firsthand details of a successful swim across Lake Michigan. Here is a story we've all been waiting to hear how would end. A Byron Center man back on dry land tonight after a 2-day swim across Lake Michigan.
Now, this amazing feat put his endurance to the test and raised money for a cause.
What stamina, what determination, because it's been a grueling few days, but he has a lot to be proud of.
And News 8's Jill Lafergie, in fact, was there when Dreyer stepped out of the water.
It was late morning when family, friends, and other supporters finally got a glimpse of Jim Dreyer. And then, just before 1 o'clock this afternoon, his legs wobbling from sheer exhaustion, Jim Dreyer's long journey ended. One of the first people to reach Dreyer, his mother. She greeted him with a hug and some motherly advice.
You did it, but no more.
Dreyer began his swim into the record books Saturday night. It's a trip he's been training for months. We caught up with him as he trained in early July. He originally expected to cover the just over 42-mile trip in about 25 hours, but heavy surface currents kept pushing him back.
So it took about 40 hours instead of 25. But I did it. That's all that counts.
A leak in his goggles caused his right eye to swell shut, his hands shriveled like prunes. The swim was more than a personal challenge. It was for a personal cause. Dreyer wants to raise money and awareness for big brothers, big sisters.
You're a hero!
I want to say one thing, though. The real heroes are the big brother and big sister volunteers that help our kids in their formative years. They're the real heroes.
You know, Joe, we're all happy for him. We wonder who would put himself through that kind of rigor. But, boy, he did it, and he survived it, huh?
Yeah, quite a guy, Susie. Of course, we've talked to him before. He had a lot of will, a lot of determination. That kept him going.
I guess.
I had a goggle that sprung a leak, and the whole right eye socket filled with water. Then it ended up swelling shut. So I swam most of the swim with one eye. That's all you need. Seeing's just a luxury. I also started to pick up some of the exhaust from the boat in the water. Because I was swimming next to an inflatable raft towed behind the boat. When the wind switches direction, sometimes it blows it where you breathe. And I got a lot of that, and I was sick to my stomach. So I was swimming with one eye, sick to my stomach, against the current. Those made it a little tougher.
Can you compare this to anything in the world that someone at home might be able to understand what you've been through?
Oh my gosh. I mean, obviously it's very physically challenging, but the mental challenge is incredible. It's like a constant roller coaster. Because, I believe you mentioned, there are times where the thought of giving up occurs to you, where, you know, things just seem insurmountable. Then you get through it and suddenly, you know, you're filled with a spirit that, you know, you can make it no matter what.